Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Evan Trades, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, it's another highly requested video. Today we're going to be going over daily bias, and I'm going to be going over how I find my daily bias and how I keep it simple and sweet. So, uh, without wasting any more time, I'm going to get straight into it. Try to make this a shorter video. Okay. So how do I find my daily bias? Well, what is daily bias? Daily bias is basically the direction you think the market's going to go in to a certain target or level if you're bullish or bearish. Right? So in the day, in the trading day, right? Not your weekly bias, your daily bias in the day. So for this example, I'm going to be using my trade I took that I posted in my community tab. If you haven't seen it, posted it, I believe it was, I think it was the 7th, I believe so, yeah. So, the 7th, we're going to be using that as an example. I'm going to be implementing how I found my daily bias through that and how you guys, give you guys tips on how to find your guys' daily bias for the future reference. So, let's get right into it. So, I'm just going to go back to, I think it was the 7th. Let's see. Yeah, let me go to this. All right. So the 7th, right? We're already so close to all-time highs. It was kind of obvious. So this might not be the best example, but I'm still going to help you guys out on tips and all that to help you guys find it. So the daily bias for this was obviously all-time highs. I was expecting price to go all-time highs. I mean, if you look at the daily chart and what I've taught you guys in the past, you know, the daily chart's a huge market maker buy model heading towards all-time highs. Okay. So that was another confluence for me, and another reason too was, well, as soon as I saw this daily fair value gap getting ran through, absolutely demolished, I knew we were just going to skyrocket towards all-time highs. But for the trading day's sake, for the day that I traded, I'm just going to go right into it. So I knew we were going to all-time highs. I was very confident in that. And so going into the trading day, I wanted to see stuff getting respected. Bullish fair value gaps getting respected. It's exactly what I wanted to see. So since we're just going up the whole time, there's not a lot of price action to work with, you know. There's not a lot of chopping around, respecting, you know, and all that to go based off of. It's just a straight move. So when it's just a straight move, right, when you're at all-time highs, you're basically just looking for PD arrays to constantly get respected. And so in this case, it's a little easier. So usually when you're close to all-time highs or you're at a straight up move and there's no context to use on the higher time frame, you typically just want to zoom in. And this is what I did. I zoomed in. Wanted to see price action on the lower time frames, what we were respecting, disrespecting. So, you know, it looks like we were very just constantly, you know, moving up the whole time. And obviously still very bullish. So I waited till market opens, 8:45, 9:15, 9:30, boom. And after seeing that too, I was like, okay, you know, we're definitely going to reach all-time highs maybe today. So that was just the dead giveaway right there. So now, since I'm bullish on my daily bias, I got to stick to my strategy. I got to find some type of higher PD array that's likely to get respected. Zoom in, find a setup, find my internal model, and take a trade. So I saw this move up. Okay, I wanted to see some type of fair value gap form around my macro time that I like to enter at, because that's part of my rules. Only enter during macros. I like to enter during the 950 to 1010 macro. So I believe I saw this for value gap form. It was close to my macro. Let's see. Yes. So I saw this 5-minute for value gap form. We were forming a 15-minute for value gap, but I was afraid that if I waited till a 15-minute for value gap formed, I was going to miss an entry on the lower time frame because we were just constantly expanding towards all-time highs. So I saw us retrace down into this 5-minute. Okay. So I waited a few seconds after we retraced down to here to see how price was reacting. We started wicking it a little bit because we could have easily just came down here. We could have easily just came down here and respected this for value gap, right? And yes, it is in discount as well, and that would have been ideal, but I was so confident that we were just going to push straight up, and I was letting price show me what we wanted to do, that I was confident that we weren't going to come down here. So after seeing it wick this for value gap nice, I wanted to see an internal model play out on the lower time frame. I went down to the 15-second, and let's see if I can pull up ES at this time. Sorry. Just want to see if there's an SMT right there. Let me see. Okay. So came down into this 5-minute. I'll mark out the macro for you guys. So that's the 950. I'll mark it out white so you guys can see it. This is the macro time slot all the way to 1010. Okay. So this is the window that I enter my trades in. Now for my setup, I need to see an area where we expect to reject. First, I need to have a daily bias, which we did. Okay, now we need to see price come down to an area where we expect to reject, manipulation, displacement, and an internal model and a internal bias. So this would be my target. This would be my intraday bias, right? And if you guys want more of an explanation on how I find my intraday bias, I have a video on that as well. I recommend you guys go watch that. It's very helpful. But so we have sell side swept. Okay, and now I'm waiting for the macro to open. Okay, I'm gonna close this. Okay, macro opens. Boom, as soon as the macro opens, not even joking, we get this change in the state of delivery, right? I enter right here after this candle closure. Believe I put my stop. You guys should try this out too. I put my stop right below the consequent encroachment of, or no, where did I think I put it somewhere right here. I don't remember where. Somewhere right there. But anyways, I put it right there. I was so confident we were just going to shoot towards this intraday high because I was so confident in our push up. And looking right here, between these lows, there's manipulation as well. So that was 3 confluences, and I'm going to explain after what I mean by context clues and confluences. There was 3 confluences, 4 that I was confident in that we were going to go to this high. 1, we came down to a place where I expected to reject. I'm aiming towards my higher time frame daily bias, which is all-time highs. We have sell side swept. We have manipulation at the lows, and we have a change in the state of delivery, market structure shift, whichever you like to use. Okay, and now I just got to use good risk right here, which I do. It's above a 2 to RR, and now simply wait. And I almost got stopped out here, and as you can see in the post, I got scared. I sold a contract early here, and then I got a little scared, to be honest. And then I saw this pumping back up, and then I bought in again, another contract in, and then we just went to the roof right here. Yep, boom, and then I was out. And then some people might be like, "Oh, Evan, why didn't you just hold all the way to all-time highs?" Well, I'm just trading what I'm confident in. That's what trading is all about. You're trading what you're confident in. You're not holding to the moon or anything. This isn't crypto like you're holding for forever, you know. This is, you're trading what you're confident in. You're trading where you have an edge. And when you trade, when you have that edge, when you trade like that, when you trade what you're confident in, that's when you're gonna make the money. That's where the money's at. So this was the trade I took on election day, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It was a good way to come back on the 2-week break that I took, or a week and a half from not trading because that was rough. Just because the market was wonkers due to the election. But this was my trade that I took. This is why I took it. And now I'm going to explain to you guys what helped me find my daily bias and my intraday bias, my bias in general. What helped me? What helps me find my bias? So first, I want you guys to get out a pen and paper if you have one near you, or something to write on. This isn't a whole essay or anything. I just have 2 important tips that will help change your trading. That helped me to keep it simple, because trading needs to be simple. It needs to be. So, daily bias tips. Very first thing when I come into the day that I look at for my daily bias is what, that's not how you spell what is being respected and disrespected, right? What is being respected and disrespected, right? By that I mean like fair value gaps, mostly fair value gaps. Uh, you know, order blocks. You know, PD arrays in general. Just any PD arrays. What's being disrespected and respected? Keep an eye on that, right? On the day, on the higher time frame, weekly if you use it, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour. You know, those PD arrays on the higher time frame will help you determine where price is likely to go due to it respecting or disrespecting it. So that's the first thing I look at. Second thing that helped me find out my daily bias on the higher time frame is context clues. Sorry, I almost had a brain fart right there. Context clues. What do I mean by context clues? Context clues as in what is happening, right, on the higher time frame, right? Is there like context clues as in SMTs, sell side or buy side liquidity getting swept, or yeah, manipulation, or is there a higher time frame PD array we are in? So context clues, right? Where is price at? Where are we at in price? What is price doing in this exact moment? Those context clues will help you determine your bias and be confluences to your bias to help you get that confidence. So ask yourself, write this down, ask yourself, right? Where's price at? Is there SMTs? Is there manipulation? Has buy side or sell side swept or been swept? or about to be swept? And are we in a higher time frame PD array? Okay, those are very important questions to ask yourself. Now, I'll show an example for you guys right now. So for this example, let's say you have a friend, right? Let's say we have an uptrend. Okay. And then we have a downtrend. Okay. So your friend, he's new to trading. He sees this downtrend and he's like, oh my gosh, let's say this is the 4 hour. He sees this downtrend, he sees this 4 hour fair value gap. And he's like, oh my gosh, dude, we're on a downtrend, dude. We just bounced back into this 4 hour. We're gonna keep on going lower. I'm bearish for today. I'm gonna take shorts today all day. I'm gonna make so much money. Well, your friend Timmy, he did not use any context in price, right? Because price just swept sell side. I don't know why it's not switching. There you go. Oops. I don't know why it took forever. Price just swept sell side. There's an SMT. And we're in a daily fair value gap. Or weekly. So Timmy is about to get a reality check by the market, because what the market likes to do, because it knows traders are new and they don't use context, is they'll see a big O downtrend. The market knows these new traders, these people that like to take out our stop losses or retail stop losses. They see this, they know the new traders are looking at this downtrend. They see us come back into this PD array and start respecting it. And these new traders hop in shorts, and you get a manipulation right here. And look what happens. Market structure shift. And you're off to the races right here. And this will be a market maker buy model to buy side right here. So you have to keep in mind what's happening in price. Please do not just look at a trend and a fair value gap and be like, okay, I'm bearish, right? We might seem bearish, but you have to see what's happening to the left. Is there manipulation in SMT? Is there sell side swept? Are we in a higher time frame PD array, right? So you have to keep that in mind. And once you consider these, let's see, 1, 2, yeah, consider these things looking for bias, right? Sell side or okay, SMTs on the higher time frame. Higher time frame PD arrays. And ask yourself every morning before you even think about hopping in a trade, ask yourself, where are we at? Where are we at in price? Okay, And I want you to analyze what's happening in price, right? Ask yourself that has sell side or buy side been swept on the higher time frame? Is there manipulation SMTs, right? Are we in a higher time frame? Are we respecting a higher time frame PD rate, bearish or bullish? So putting these three things into context in price will help you amazingly. It'll help you just exponentially into finding a daily bias. And 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I can confidently say that you will correctly find your daily bias if you put these things in perspective. Because there is times I'm wrong. Everyone's wrong. You know, the best traders in the world are wrong. It's part of the game. But 95% of the time, you will have the correct daily bias. And you're good from there if you follow your rules. I hope you guys have a blessed day. Happy Veterans Day to all the U.S. veterans out there. Thank you for your service. I appreciate you. You guys are the best. Thank you. And yeah, like I said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you guys found value out of this. Please let me know in the comments. Drop a like and a sub. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.